with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here we go. Here we go. 198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. That's right, baby.
Now Jackson on first down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken from just outside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The tackle there by Mark Barron. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that takes us from second to third down.
And 5 yards to go.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's got Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Mike Evans.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good catch there by Mike Evans, and his ability to get downfield and create big plays is something that Tom Brady hasn't had on the perimeter in the last few seasons. Mike Evans often fools defenders with his speed because he's so long. People think he can't be that fast, but he is, and combines it with terrific hands and makes big catches.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It's now
every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Check.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Defensively, a really solid play by Breeland Speaks.
This Tampa Bay front was the toughest group to run the football against last year, and you can see why with plays like that. This is a good unit that got into the backfield and stopped that play before it could get started.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tampa Bay.
Play action. Now it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
56.
From the gun, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Complete to number 13.
Mike Evans. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Broncos nothing.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Jackson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Fournette on the toss to the right. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Brady's pass complete to
Mike Evans with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14. Broncos.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'm a flex em. For the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Ooh, only winning is it. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh, only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Cause I ain't like it. Hit that, okay, yeah, can I hit that, then 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 I hit Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it.
In a few months' time, snow will blanket the Great Peaks just to our west, but for now, summer still in full swing at Empower Field in Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson on first down. Screen pass to Lindsey. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Lindsey.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball out of the backfield and move the sticks.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Devin White on the tackle. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Lindsay here, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Gordon on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Quit talking about it.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got Gordon open, completes it. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 25-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He was brought down by Alexander.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Brought down by
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer 1st.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On play action, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Tampa Bay.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Brady again. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rob Gronkowski. Touchdown.
Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Broncos 3.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A little check down to Lindsey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And that makes it 14-10.
Kick is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Broncos 10. Ryan Succop set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
A
big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
To O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard, 27 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Broncos 10.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
And 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end fan. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Wait, that, ready? 56. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Complete to Leonard Fournette. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
56. Mike Ramsey. Right there, 56.
Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. I'm coming from you.
Throwing now is Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Michael Ojemudia.
Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
10 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 now, third quarter action in Denver. To throw again, Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's
so much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. Here's Jackson to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Levante David. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's good.
A big play there on the catch and run. 88 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They go play action now. Jackson under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
The final. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
That's the score. Buccaneers 27, Broncos 17. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go for the 40. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
17.
The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Lindsey here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's second down.
And 20.
Again, Jackson. Again, he targets Jeudy, and this time the catch made. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Gain of 9.
The Broncos on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to fire one deep, middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 43 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 27, Broncos 24. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fournette on the counter. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Open man has got it. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Brady's throw there complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
A quick throw by Brady complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 8-yard.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Brady to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Here's Fournette. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Succop's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the...
Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's bring the man back and go full street. Mike check 33.
They'll try to draw Lindsey, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
And they have got the lead.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Buccaneers 30. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits...
And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Touchdown.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To throw is Brady. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Today's final score, Buccaneers 36, Broncos 31.